Okay, red letter day around here. With Father's Day just around the corner, my beautiful wife decided that she would bless me with a new guitar. I've had my eye on the WestCreek RACER for a couple weeks. I've been watching two videos, shout out to J-Man and Two Bike Mike. You might check those guys out. In their YouTube videos, they do a lot of reviews, really budget level guitars. This review has nothing to do with the reasons why you should or should not purchase a budget guitar, nor is it a debate forum for those discussions. This video is really just my journey, tracking my journey for my own purposes and my own experimentation with purchasing budget guitars. It is not prescriptive in any way. Look, if you guys got the cash, you guys and gals got the cash to go out and buy a brand name product, guitar. I have owned several brand name guitars in my couple decades of guitar playing, and not a professional musician at all. Sometimes play with a praise band at church or just noodling around the house, but I've owned Gibsons and Fenders and Epiphones and Squiers and all the like. So always have my eye on something new, something different. When I purchase a guitar for fun around the house, I do so budget conscious as I can. So, Father's Day gift from my wife. This is from WestCreek Guitars. You can find those on Amazon and perhaps other outlets. So let's get to it. So I just opened the box for the first time, cut the tape, and you'll see that the guitar comes in styrofoam, sort of a styrofoam coffin of sorts, pardon that expression. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the guitar out. Cable, Allen key for the truss rod. We've all got a few hundred of those laying around, or maybe you don't. Maybe that's really good news for you. So this is the guitar. You'll see that the package is very much suited for the guitar, and so that's great. All right. Let's give me some kind of protected. I'm kind of displaced from the place where I would normally do these kinds of vids, so all that to say, I'm not in my usual location, in my study here at the house, so I'm a little out of my element. Did not think to bring my guitar mat or anything like that. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. We have a, let's see, a WestCreek, hopefully you can see that all right, RACER. Got some basic serial number type stuff on the back. Headstock looks really nice, very cool. Tuners feel pretty good. I will make sure that not a lot of slack in those, but I'll be looking at this further in detail. So here we go. Got the nice chevron inlays, and I'm assuming that you all can Google WestCreek RACER and read all about the specs and the goodies and all that. I'm not going to necessarily take the time to attempt to reiterate that. I just want to get the guitar out. I look forward to having some fun this weekend. I hope you're going to have fun this weekend. Father's Day and all that. Happy Father's Day to the dads. And hey, you know, for those of you who, for that's a hard weekend, man, I'm really sorry about that. And yeah, just hope that you'll have a good weekend. All right, boy, she is yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And so basically, again, you can Google all the specs, but you'll see here that we've got, let me try this. Let me try something creative. Let's be creative. There we go. There's some creativity for you. Some old man creativity. So we've got your basic 2 humbucker pickups, a pretty standard, somewhat generic looking bridge and saddle piece. Got basically volume. Pots feel pretty good. Other guys that I've watched talk about how there are full-size pots in here, so we'll investigate that a little bit later. And 2 tones. The pots feel good to me. Again, I'm not a professional. I've just been playing for a while and feels pretty good. Got plastic on the pick guard, it looks like. No plastic on the pickups or really anywhere else on the guitar that I can see. You know what? I don't think there is a film, just the place where the film hit with the screw. So I don't know. I purchased this on Amazon, and I think the going price was, I think, $2.19 or something like that. And there was a little coupon button. I clicked coupon. They gave me 30 bucks off. So I'm with shipping. I'm about $205 in here for the Racer. So here we go. Yeah. So the switch feels pretty good. Doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels like it's pretty responsive. You have to pardon my workbench and any kind of interference noise. There is no fret weirdness at all. There's certainly no sharp fret ends. The frets look a little bit shorter than like a tall fret would be, which is, it's nice for me. I don't like a lot of speed bumps when I'm when I'm attempting to play. There's a little bit of scratchiness on the frets, which is to be somewhat expected, I would think, for a $200, $185 guitar for me. Of course, she's not going to be in tune by any stretch. I'm going to have to check the truss rod and do the setup and all that. I'm just kind of basically looking it over because I couldn't wait to get it out of the box. So it's really cool. On the 12th fret, the chevrons actually have a red inlay to them, not just the standard inlay. And you'll see that the inlays get smaller as you go up in size. That's kind of a nice touch. I don't see any scratches or dents or dings on the back. So for my styrofoam makeshift thing is not, it's giving me a little bit of debris, as it were. All that cover looks good. It does have, and this is something that other guys have noted on, so if you've heard all this, then you know there is an extra kind of, the pick guard actually stops here at the top of the pickup. This is like an additional piece of plastic. You could take that off and the racing stripes in the yellow would continue up until you hit the neck. The neck is square. It's not rounded at all, like you would see on some other model guitars. It's just square. And again, I don't see any scratches or defects. The binding looks good. I don't see anything on the binding that causes me any heartburn anyway. There's no fret sprout that I can feel. The nut is supposed to be a bone nut. It looks to be cut pretty well. Again, I'll dig all this out, get into it a little bit more later when I get back to my study and get my tools out and whatnot. But the nut looks good. It looks clean. You know, it doesn't look cheap, or the strings don't appear to be catching in any way, so that's good. I'll have to check out the truss rod, of course, later. Where the neck looks, she looks pretty straight to me. Of course, guesses and feel goods only get you so far, right? Well, this is generic tuners, by the way. I think I may have gone all over the place. Generic tuners, but again, they feel pretty good. There's not an incredible amount of slack in those that I can feel. And again, on the strap buttons, there's one right here. Two Bike Mike talked about how that would bother him. I believe he took it off and just put a screw so that it'd be flush against the back, because if you're going to play up here, that might be in the way. Well, I'm never gonna get much further than right here, and maybe occasionally come up here, but I'm not going to be holding the guitar anywhere near where that strap button is. My thumb will always kind of rest before that, so not an issue for me. But as in all things guitar, player preference. But man, she is a beauty. You can get the official weight from just a Google search of WestCreek RACER, but she's not heavy at all, and feels to be somewhat balanced, and so I don't have much issue with that. And it's been a long time since I had any kind of SG-esque guitar. So looking forward to taking her out for a spin. I will do that offline. But again, WestCreek RACER looks like a well designed and solid piece of gear. So I don't know. Maybe you want to check one out. Maybe you don't. And let me know if you do. Yeah, WestCreek. Here we go. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.